All right, my third grade mathematicians, you have been working on pages 243 and 244 and 245, finding the area of rectangles. So I want you to go ahead and turn to page 243. Okay, so do that right now. And we're going to be looking at number 1 and number 2. Okay. All right. So I have number 1 and number 2 right here, and I want you to look at your work and see if you can tell me the area of these two rectangles. What's the area of the first one? Well, when I count all the square units, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 rows of 4, 4, 8, 12. So my area is 12 square inches. So let me write that in, 12 square inches. All right. What about number 2? Well, if I count the square inches again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in 2 rows of 6, and I know 6 plus 6 is 12. So these two shapes have the same area. Okay, so we have talked about shapes before that have the same area, especially in Unit 1, but they look different. So it seems like we have found another example with 1 and 2 where shapes have the same area. And both of them are 12 square inches. Now, what if we measured the perimeter? If we measured the perimeter, we would need to label the measurements around all sides. So remember these are square inches, so from each side of a square unit is 1 inch. So I have 1, 2, 3. The measurement on this side is 3 inches. Okay. That means also, because this is a rectangle, that this side, the measurement is 3 inches. Okay. All right. This side, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Okay. And this side, I'm going to squeeze it in, is 4 inches. So remember, perimeter is the distance all the way around an object. Okay? All the way around a figure or a shape. And I actually have a wrap I'm going to do for you to help you remember the difference between both of them. Okay? All right, here we go. Perimeter's the fence that goes all around. Area's the grass inside the playground. To get the perimeter, you add all the sides. To get the area, you multiply. 1 length times 1 length is all you have to do to get the area, and now you're through. Okay, even though that's a fun little wrap to remember, when we're finding the area and perimeter for the same shape, I have to sing that rap to know what it means. And remember, the perimeter is the fence that goes all around, or it's the total distance of the outside of a shape or a figure. Area is the inside, which we found with the square units of 12 square inches. All right, so the perimeter, put a number 1. This is for shape 1. Okay. We add all the sides. So we have 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. I always go back to that first perimeter lesson with the ant that crawls around the sheet of paper. All right. So I'm going to actually put my 3 and 3 together. That's 6. 4 and 4. That's 8. And I know 6 plus 8 is 14. So my perimeter for number 1 is 14 inches. I'm going to put it down here. Perimeter, 14 inches. Okay. So remember, we found the area to be 12 square inches. Okay, so that's for problem 1. All right, so let's look at problem 2. We want to find the perimeter of the second, of number 2 on page 243. Okay, so do you think that this rectangle is going to have the same perimeter? Well, it has the same area, so let's see if it has the same perimeter. All right, so remember the measurement on each side of a square unit is 1 inch. So if I'm measuring this side of the rectangle, I have 2 inches. That also means that this side is 2 inches, properties of a rectangle. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches for this side, which also means the opposite side is 6 inches. I'll bring my screen down here. There we go. 6 inches. All right, so remember, perimeter is the total distance of the outside. Let me use a different color here. So for number 2, 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6, that's going to give me the perimeter of shape 2. And again, I like to, well, let's see, let's do our 2 plus 6 is 8, plus another 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 8, I know, is 16. So the perimeter for number 2, let's see, can you see that? There we go. Perimeter for the second figure is 16 inches. But the area is 12 square inches. So even though they had the same area, they did not have the same perimeter. Okay, so did that surprise you? And does it make sense to you that 2 shapes with the same area could have different perimeters? Yeah, because by looking at them, you can see that they have different measurements. So we're going to continue working today, and you may find other rectangles that have the same area but different perimeters. In our next video, we're going to talk about shapes that have the same perimeter but different area. All right, guys. Thank you for your hard work, and I will catch you in the next video for our next discussion.